Hello, Randonauts. You are so hashtag blessed that you clicked on this video because it is a whopper. And before we jump into like the full action of what is about to happen, because I can't even tell you what's about to happen today, but I need to tell you about something that happened last week. So last week I posted a video of me going to an old abandoned mental hospital. I will link the video right here. I just posted it. So I went there, I filmed it, I did a Randonautica adventure, everything is great. I edited the film, it's all edited and done. Later that night, I'm just messing around, taking pictures of my dog, and I look in my photos on my phone, and there are two freaky photos that I did not take that are just in my phone. I need to show you these photos. This is like unreal right here. Okay, I'm gonna actually put the photo up there, but look at this. And then here's the other one. There's another one. Someone said they look like x-rays, but with no body. So here's the thing. I saw these photos and like anyone normal, I thought, okay, maybe I took these on accident. Like maybe when I was parking, I was waving my hands and I pushed the photo to be taken. But I know that I didn't take those while I was at the Randonautica site, because I had left my phone in the car. So at the time that those photos were taken, it was when I got to the church at my Randonautica point, and I got out and I just brought my camera that I'm filming with now and left the phone in the car because I didn't want my hands to be full. So I left the phone in the car and didn't have it. Get home, all that fun stuff that I just said. But so here's the thing, I wanted to do some deep sleuthing because I was like, okay, maybe, yeah, I took the photos before I got out of the car. But I looked at the time and location stamp on those photos, and then I compared it to the timestamp that was on the footage that I took. And my heart stopped when I saw it. Those photos were taken when I was nowhere near my car. The timestamp that was on my camera was that I was at the lake's edge, and it was right when I was talking about the Sand Creek Massacre stuff that I had researched. It was at that moment that those photos were taken in my car without me anywhere near it. They were also taken on two different settings. The first photo was taken perfectly on a square setting, and as you'll see, it's perfectly aligned. There's this weird ridge or this opening that's happening in the very middle of the picture. Actually, both are like that, but it's more distinct in the square one. And then the other one was taken on a setting that I don't even know what setting it was, but it's also not a normal iPhone photo dimension. So guys, I am so freaked out by these photos. I have no idea what these photos are or how they got taken. I had posted something on Facebook about it, and someone had said that that apparently this is common, that people's phones have random photos on them while they're doing Randonautica stuff. And I am just, whoa. So if you have any idea what these photos could be, or if you've had a similar experience of having these weird photos being put on your phone while you're nowhere near it even, while you're doing Randonautica, let me know, because I feel like a crazy person. I have never in my life had an experience like this before. In all the things I've done, I've always loved paranormal stuff. I'm also an intuitive, and yet I've never had something physical like that happen where my physical phone was manipulated to have these creepy ass photos put on them. Okay, y'all, it is getting hot, so let's go. So part of the reason this is going to be such a good video today is because I am going to meet my best friend, Lita. We are childhood BFFs. We met when we were 7 years old, and after my experience again of being so kind of freaked out during that mental hospital video that I really recommend you watch after you watch this one, I'm now I should take people's advice and not do this alone, because I keep doing this alone and it's starting to catch up with me. So I'm about to go meet her, and we are going to do a pretty epic adventure. So this is my friend Lita, and because I have realized that maybe I should not be doing Randonautica by myself, she is my protector, but she is also my randonaut virgin. She has never done Randonautica before, and yeah, I'm kind of excited to pop her Randonautica cherry, I guess. But she's really awesome because unlike me, she's way more prepared, and so she brought some really cool stuff that she's gonna show you. Okay, so Lita has this big bag of stuff, and she is gonna show me what's in here.
It's a giant Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah.
flashlight.
Okay, very important. Because also, I didn't mention, but we're filming this closer to dark. I've never filmed a Randonautica close to dark, but we are doing that today. So wish us luck. Okay, next thing.
I want to say how many lumens it is, but I don't know. It's like 85,000 lumens. It's also really heavy, so I could hit someone in the face.
Yeah, we need for protection, you know. Not from ghosts, but from people who are scarier than ghosts, I think, in many ways.
Yes. So, while we do need, in my opinion, protection, we
Yeah.
also need stuff for ghost hunting. So I also brought this temperature meter.
Ooh, what's temperature meter? Let's just look at this for a minute. So you pointed at stuff and then it tells the temperature. Okay, so then we can find cold spots. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
I also brought an EFM meter.
EFM meter. So that stands for electromagnetic field
I think
meter,
I
right?
said FM. EMF.
EMF. Okay. So this is what we have seen. So Lita and I are total ghost hunter nerds.
Yes.
And we have been watching paranormal shows and paranormal hunter shows like for so long. I'm going to put myself in here so it's not just me and Lita like just talking. So we've been watching these shows like forever. And so I am like super excited that she got one of these because we can finally nerd out in real life and be what we've always wanted to be, which is ghost hunters.
Yep. Also, I'm sure anyone who watches Jen's show knows that obviously she is a spiritual person. I am as well. So I also brought some salt in case we need any sort of spiritual protection. Along with spiritual protection, I've got a quartz crystal.
Oh, nice.
And then for physical protection, I have mace.
That is important. These are all very important things that I've never brought before and honestly need.
Yes.
So
it's the things
this is
I
good.
thought we could use doing Randonautica ghost hunting at nighttime.
So I've just pulled out my phone. I've got the app up, and we're just gonna do our thing. Like, so we're in this cemetery. I just realized we didn't really talk much about the cemetery. I gave you like a brief introduction about it, but so we're in this place called Columbia Cemetery, which we just read was established in 1870. You know better than I do, and yeah, it's just very old. We've noticed there's a ton of kids buried in the cemetery.
A lot of children, very sad.
Because, you know, a lot of kids were dying young back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. This cemetery also has a lot of people buried in it who passed away from the 1918 flu pandemic because Boulder happened to get hit really hard by that flu because a bunch of soldiers had apparently come into Boulder in 1918 who were carrying it, and it spread really quickly. So a lot of people in this cemetery have passed away from that pandemic. So it's a very historic place, and I think people stopped being buried here in like 19...
Yes, it said, it didn't say the year that they stopped actively burying individuals here. It just said that unless you or your family had already owned a plot here, plots were not currently purchasable. So basically, like, your family already had to own a plot here in order to be buried here. You can't just be buried here if you died yesterday.
That makes sense. But if your family bought you a plot in like 1950,
yes,
maybe you have a chance. But
yeah,
anyway,
then you can be buried here, which makes sense because the poster even said this was all open field when they established this, and now it's surrounded by neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's small, and apparently there's a ton of unmarked graves in here as well. That's something that I'm really curious if the Randonautica app will reveal to us, because my intention is that we'll be taken somewhere within the cemetery and to reveal something that's like not maybe been known by living humans before, or that like needs to be discovered. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what my intention is. We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I was telling Jen that I was meditating on intentions a little bit before coming here, but mine was mostly just that, you know, for those laying here, may they find peace. For anyone needing help, may they be heard by us today. And for anyone looking to harm or for trouble, cast away.
Exactly. You're good at that stuff.
setting my spiritual intentions here.
Yes, exactly.
Of like, if you're looking for shit, fuck off.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You can bleep me out.
It's okay. I always say I'm not going to curse, but then I always do. So it's okay. Let me pull this thing up. So I'll just show you, like, I'm probably not going to put this part in, but I'll show you. So you pull it.
Okay. So I think it's...
I think it's going to be over there. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. Nice.
Should we high five? I feel like we should high five.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That was good.
Randonautica cherry broken.
before we get going, I just have to show you guys how cool the sky looks.
Beautiful.
I'm a big fan of this randonauting at dusk because it's way less hot and it's pretty cool out here. So it's officially dark enough that we have to use the flashlight to film stuff. So I am so glad that we brought that, because otherwise we would be literally in the dark. So Lita was really drawn to this headstone.
This young woman, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I thought first was a kid. It says Little May, but it looks like she was 20 years old. But I'm gonna hold the meter up in case anything.
Turn this off so you can see the meter.
So far we are good. Is it just me, or is this the creepiest thing? I don't know why, but I'm getting weird vibes. Are you getting any vibes, Lita?
It's definitely, like, it just seems amiss. Like, I don't know if it's just like a giant storage shed for like a groundskeeper.
Yeah, I feel really weird all of a sudden.
Or Freddy Cougar, one or the other.
Yeah, I feel strange. It looks almost like, yeah, this looks like a haunted house thing, or like a train car. Like, it's like literally like rusted metal. Let's put this thing up to here. Okay, this is not telling us anything, but it's still creepy. It's picking up, I mean, I'm picking up on vibes that I don't know if this thing can, but
I don't know, I feel very heavy just like standing right here.
Dude, I do too, actually.
It's weird. It's almost like there's like a, like as soon as I stepped in, yeah, like I don't even feel it there, but like just stepping into there, it was like a warm like pressure on my chest. I don't know, this is very strange.
No, it feels really strange in here, but apparently this was built in memory of this person. I don't know. There's also like, what is in here? Okay, you can kind of see inside. God, I feel like something's gonna like
jump
pop out at me or
it
something.
Seriously is like haunted house. I could try.
Violeta got the flashlight, which was smart. I don't understand. This is just creepy. On this side, you can kind of see there's like tools or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like maybe some cleaning tools for tombstones and some cones for if there is a actual burial occurring. So definitely like weird. I mean, it definitely seems like this is like the caregiver's cottage, but like, I don't know, it's just taken on a lot, I think, over the years. Yes. It's weird.
So just being here is kind of reminding me of kind of like the whole point of Randonautica, like we've talked about, is this thing about like breaking the matrix or seeing stuff that's like behind the obvious. So what's happened to me a lot in like the times that I've been led places is there's something that's like unseen to me or like unseen to us that's like kind of happening or that is like important about this spot that maybe we're not going to know about till later, but all we know right now is that there's weird vibes.
Yeah, so this is kind of weird. So we've just been walking around and like, I don't know if it's just catching my eye for whatever reason, but this is actually the third individual that I've found who died at exactly the age of 30, which is kind of weird.
That is weird. And we are slightly older than 30.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting because I think that's the thing that I'm thinking about, because I'm 34. Whatever.
Yeah.
But like just thinking about like, this person died 4 years ago of my life right now. Like if I had died 4 years ago, like thinking about my life 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And just thinking about would I be at peace right now? And I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing is that this app, it's very personal. Like it's like picking up on whatever we ourselves like have experienced, and it tends to like show you reflections of that, which is so interesting. Okay, weird thing in grass alert. What is this?
It's a shooter.
It's like a bottle. I don't know if it's a shooter, but it's a freaky bottle. This is a freaky circle that's like around this thing.
It's almost like a fairy circle.
Yeah.
This is weird too because I can tell if there's writing on this tombstone, but then someone has just put like this pot in front of it.
Yeah, and there's also like no other tombstones like around it. Like I'm sure, knowing the way that the unmarked grave thing works, there's probably tons of like bodies over here, but let's read what this says because this feels important. Oh, it's in French.
There's nothing written on the other side. It's so weird that there's just a flower pot in front of it.
That is super weird. But she was 33. That's my age. God, isn't this building just like the most out of place seeming thing? Like I feel like there's a reason we were led to this. Like I felt pretty much at home not at home, but like I felt comfortable like in most of this.
It's all rusty. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, why would you build this structure in a
it's just very
cemetery
bizarre.
That's like, you know what will instantly rust?
This thing, yeah. So there's definitely something going on here that we are not, that is not fully known to us, but we can feel it.
Over here. Ooh, this is a cool one. Ooh.
Okay, I'm trying to get.
Do you smell that?
It smells really weird. Yeah.
No, I just got like the biggest whiff of like thrift store old lady.
Yeah, exactly. It smells like really like almost like mothy too. There's like a very distinct smell, like almost like an antique store, like old lady perfume.
Kind of floral.
I like have chills now. Like,
yeah, it was
kind of weird.
As I saw, there's a really pretty tombstone over here. It's very unique. It looks like a tree with some vines growing up, and we were walking towards this other very like striking tombstone.
I think that was a bat.
And then as soon as I saw this one that looks like a tree, though, it's like I feel like I just walked into like a wall.
Yeah,
like,
and there's a legit bat. There's a bat. I wish I could get. Okay, it's too fast. Okay, but that was cool.
It's a floral bat.
Remember when we were kids and we used to throw little pebbles up and the bats would swoop?
I think this is supposed to be a book or something.
Yeah, and there's flowers on it. I don't know if you can like see that.
I can't read the tombstone, I'm afraid. It's very decayed. Oh god, it's so bright.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Oh, too bright.
Yeah. Interesting. So of course we were led to the Illuminati Freemasons. I have mentioned in another video I'm not really buying into that full conspiracy, but a lot of you are, and so I just we're gonna include it because it's in our situation right now. Okay, so as you guys can see, it is definitely getting legit dark, although honestly like it doesn't look too bad, but still I think it's like getting dark, and I think we have experienced we've definitely experienced some weird stuff, some weird smells, weird vibes for sure.
Definitely.
And
weird
yeah.
Pots, right in front of tombstones. Makes no sense to me.
Exactly. And yeah, so I think that we're done. I think we're done for this one. But Lita, would you go randonauting again?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
This was interesting. I feel like we're being chased away by bats. I don't know if we want
to
but
I keep wanting. There's a legit bat that keeps swooping, and I can't. I wish I could get it on camera, but it's so dang fast. I can't get it on camera. But so yeah, we're done, and that's it. But I'm glad now. At least I have a rando partner, and we can go places. I'm talking Lita into going back to the haunted freaking mental hospital because Lita, she also grew up in Boulder. We've like seen that house together for like our whole lives.
Yeah,
and so
that
it's
house
been
has a really creepy history, and it's abandoned for the most part. I think the Historical Society might be restoring it, but like sometimes you'll drive by in the middle of the night and there'll just be like a single light on.
Yes,
and it's just the creepiest
that was always
ever.
the creepiest part about it. Ugh. So anyway, so hopefully we can go back and film more in depth there because that was intense. That was, and I think there's more to discover there. So anyway, okay, so that's going to be it for today. Please subscribe and like this video. Oh, there's the bat. Oh, God. There it goes. Okay. And the bat likes this video. Apparently wants to be in it.
Or the bat will swoop us.
Exactly. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.